My name is Trey, or Shay. How you guys been doing, my fellow operators? I'm here today to actually tell you guys about the Euphona Prime as well too. And I know I did a first look, so obviously I'm going to tell you this again, but I'm actually going to build for you right now and for you today. And again, you got to check out my first look video. You got to wait till the end of the video or check out the channel to actually see the first look of the Euphona Prime. I mean, I had to put a lot of details in there, but I have more details on this weapon as well too. And another thing that you also should know, this weapon is not silent, but it's silent when you have Banshee Prime, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, you have weapon her passive that makes everything silent, her weapon silent, but at the same time, you do it wrong. So without further ado, and just heading back into the Gunsmith, let's go back into the Gunsmith once again in the foundry and build us and show everyone the Euphona Prime. If this was a woman, I would take her out on a date and then take her back to my home and do something with her. I mean, I do like her, I have to say that. But this weapon is seriously deadly in Banshee's hands, if I should say. And I have to admit, I like what DE did to this weapon. They actually designed this weapon nicely. It looks like a fake Cormorant, but also at the same time, size of a Piranha Prime. Piranha, meant to say. But enough talking, let's get to the weapon right here. So, Euphona Prime actually is a really nice gun, and people are complaining or either appraising this weapon, saying it's a god weapon, or it actually sucks. What does it have that is in between these two? Let's see and find out. How to get this weapon? You're going to have to farm for relics, and the relics that you should have should be these relics I'm going to show you right now for Euphona Prime that you should be able to include, and to obviously farm, and to actually make them radiant, some of them radiant, because the receivers are a hard thing to get. I mean, at times, but as well as something else as well too, because blueprint will be just enough. And it takes like 12 hours to build, and obviously you know you need a broken cell to build this weapon. Know that. Now, what are the stats for the weapon? First off, the weapon is an impact, so it more likely does well in the corpus, but at the same time it does more damage. It has a good status damage when I have this on, and I have two different builds for this anyway. So this has a 2.0 reload speed, so that could be a pain in the neck, but at the same time I have to hide anyway to reload. It won't be that long anyway. It ain't that problematic neither. But I know I'm rambling on this weapon because it's a little bit of things that I need to include on this here. It isn't silent, and it's actually more alarming if you're not using Banshee, because Banshee makes it silent. All the weapons silent, and the stats really that low. So enough rambling, let's go into the stats. So, with the stats I have here, Euphona Prime, this has a high crit at 30%, and it's 2.5 crit damage in there. So it's crit qualified, or should I say crit qualified with crit. This isn't silent, this is only in alarming mode. The only reason why it's silent is because you're using Banshee. Another thing that you also want to know is more likely impact when you're using this weapon. So at physical damage, you're doing about base damage 325 damage. It has 5 rounds in the chamber as well, and it has 2 different firing modes. So all this you're seeing is the more likely the normal really long pause there ability that is able to perform out on the field. What is the alternate fire included? So it is very accurate. It has a max 50 rounds, which is very low, and it is a reloading pistol at 2.0. The alternate fire has a base of 88 damage, but it does more slash. So that's not a problem, right? But it has low slash, so it's not going to be that effective, especially with armor. That's why I have main in there to make it increase. But you're able to have a little bit more status chance. Matter of fact, 30%, because crit chance at 30, you got the status chance at 30. You see the difference? The status chance can go up to 100%. That's one thing. And the flight speed is actually on hit scan. So that means with 2 elemental mods, you're dealing with just the amount of damage that you need to include on here. So what I like about this weapon is that the status for alternate fire is not that bad. You reach up to 100 with just 2 elemental status mods in there. You have impact damage, so it's more effective for Porpoise, but not effective for Bernier. The impact with Magnetic is more useful too. This thing can obviously have a high crit, so obviously if you're not using alternate fire, you'll be critting. With alternate fire, you'll be doing more status. So every time it'll be a status proc on that alternate fire because it's a shotgun. Did I not tell you that? The shotgun is shotgun pellets. So I forgot to tell you, if you haven't seen that other video, the pellet count on this one with the physical damage is at 10 pellets per round. So 10 to 88 or 66 divided by 10 will be 6.6 pellets per round every time you land a shot on an enemy, if I am right. So that should be the thing right here. So enough about blabbering or whatever the heck I'm mumbling about. It is time to do what I have to do. It's time for your daily dose of mods for this weapon. So what we have here for the Euphona Prime is actually Hornet Strike and your main damage mods included, as well as Pistol Gamut and Target Cracker, and 2 of your elemental stat mods and Gunslinger. So when I mean that, I mean the fire rate is at 1.5. The fire rate is kind of bad to say, but the reason why I have Gunslinger is because that you want to increase the fire rate whenever you're in the type of pickle, or should I say whenever you need to actually do more DPS on an enemy. I mean, I could switch this out and switch it for ammo drum. That's it, right? Ammo drum, or as they want to call it in the pistol section, trick mag, as I meant to say. I kind of mixed them up really quick, and it gives me just about at max 100 ammo, but normally 95 ammo included in the weapon itself. Now, my second build has the same damage mods, and the only thing that changed is that I am instead using 2 3 status mods and a main. Now, pay attention. The flight speed on the weapon, I could change it into Terminal Velocity or whatever mod is on this weapon right here. I mean, you get what I'm saying. But the reason why I said this for main is because it has slowed slash, so that's why I can increase the slash damage on the weapon. And I'm using Pistol Pestilence and Jolt to make it corrosive, but also cold whenever I'm facing the Orokin. Obviously, they have armor units, so duh. And trying Target Cracker is there because if you're not critting, you're going to go for a headshot and try to pull off a crit on a headshot included. Because every time you fire this weapon with 2 or 3 elemental stat mods, you're dealing about 100% status on the enemy, which means you're doing, most times when your pellets go off, they'll all have a status proc included. Pure knowledge, right? That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying right there. It's kind of good. I know we have different builds besides this, but that's why I'm just giving you like a starter build for this included. So for the Euphona Prime, it isn't that bad. The thing about this is an impact weapon. It has high accuracy, good crit chance, good crit. Obviously, it can do status when you're on alternate fire, and you can obviously use alternate fire while rolling. I didn't know that, but you can obviously do this on close range, so it's not that much included. I mean, you can treat it as a mini Triburst Prime, but the bad thing about this weapon is that the flight speed. I'm gonna show you really quick. Flight speed is seriously terrible on this weapon. When you're firing this weapon, one, recognize the flight speed. You have to leave your target with the bullets to actually kill the enemy included. And including with this weapon, the flight speed on multi-shot, there's a thing called gravity where this weapon will, yes, I'm saying sarcastically, but obviously it's true, this bullet will end up dropping to the ground, and then the shots will spread if you have a multi-shot mod in there. 2 or 3 to be exact, which means it makes it more of a pain to go from range on this weapon. And speaking of range, this weapon will have a significant drop off, damage drop off when you're using the alternate fire. Think of it as a Tiger's Prime, but the range is not the same. Give it that. I have tested it, and testing it as well too on the range. This is seriously not the greatest thing to ever use on alternate fire. But another thing also included with the weapon is that you gotta be cautious when you're doing damage shotgun, either between shotgun or primary fire. The primary fire can deal between critting at close, but when you reach around 20 to 30 meters, you're gonna be critting, but not the same numbers, just 2 or 3 ticks at times. But when you're at 30 to 40 meters or longer range, you're actually going to be doing a little bit less crit included. I'm just saying. So I've been testing it back and forth once again on the rangefinder, and it is a really pain in the neck to deal with. But overall, the weapon is good for you. Treat it as you want to choose. The only other bad thing is that it is a Master Rank 14 weapon. So if you guys are trying to get this weapon, or really want to actually jump on this weapon on that wagon, take your time, because this is going to be where you have to wait a while to actually get to this weapon included. I kid you not. I'm already past that level, Master Rank 14. I'm going to say it's Master Rank 14. So I will watch you guys back and actually deal with the Piranha or the Fake Cormorant as well too, because they're both. I mean, Fake Cormorant should be a Master Rank 7 or 8 weapon if I'm right. Otherwise, I'll put up that actual number on my screen as well too. So yeah. So I actually wonder if you actually would like this weapon as well too. I mean, I wonder if you guys actually enjoy using this weapon. I mean, I could go ahead and buy. Well, technically, I might even go ahead and buy a ribbon for this weapon. I'm just saying. As in because, well, flight speed, road speed, it can probably needs more multi-shot or status. Matter of fact, status. Damage and status. Status, but I don't know about multi-shot because multi-shot will be one of the things that's included. Just that this actually makes me want to get pissed of flight speed. So, if I get rid of mine for flight speed, or if anyone has a ribbon mod for flight speed, I'm not going to say let me know. I mean, I might go ahead and buy it anyway. But anyway, let's just wrap up the video instead. My name is Trey, or Shay. I am out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Gunsmith video for the Euphona Prime, since it came out for Banshee Prime as well too. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe for more on my channel for any content included on here, and as well as more content coming up soon. But anyway guys, my name is Trey, or Shay, and I'll see, actually, to my fellow operators, I'll see you later.